So please welcome from New York, Dave DeLuca, everybody. Wow, let's lighten the mood with a story about 9/11 real quick. How you guys doing? Holy shit. How's it going, guys? Awesome, let's keep the energy right about there. I don't know if I can just tell the jokes. Oh my god. You ever been talking to somebody and within the first 5 seconds, not only do you regret it, but you start thinking to yourself how this person never make it through childhood? Seriously, I was at the store a couple days ago and I went to deli and I wanted to get a sandwich and I asked the guy for a BLT. He looks me dead in the eye and says, "You want lettuce on that?" Some of you are worrying me. What do you think the magic ingredient is? Liverwurst? It's in the middle of the fucking name, jackass. How did you not drown in the bathtub? Why didn't your mother just smother you with a pillow and get it over with? Oh my god. Somebody told me I have an anger management issue the other day. Fuck her. I'm gonna tell you what happened. You tell me if I'm wrong or not. I'm driving down the street. I'm in the third lane over on the left, and there's a woman in a big ass SUV talking on the cell phone. Realizes, oh, I need to take this turn, and cuts across all lanes of traffic just to turn over. Almost runs me and another person off the road. So I get pissed and I follow her. It's gonna get better. She goes about another block and a half, 2 blocks. She pulls into a Safeway. I pull in behind her and block her in her spot. And I get out of the car. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she gets pissed at me. Excuse me? I'm like, look, bitch, you just cut me and another person off the road and almost killed us. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then walks away. No! You can't fucking do that. She's like, sir, I said I was sorry. What more do you want? You dead. At least to lose your license. What the fuck? Like, how did it? Then she looks at me. She's like, sir, obviously you've got anger issues, and I think what you need to do is focus more on yourself and what's going on internally, and worry less about what myself is doing. No. Because if I act like you and worry about what I'm doing, and I stop worrying about what people like you are doing, I'm gonna fucking die. That's the thing. Thank you. The one person fucking gets it. The rest of you go to the DMV and get shit stripped. Why aren't we allowed to get angry anymore? What the fuck? Seriously, you get mad at somebody and you yell, all of a sudden you're the asshole. How'd that happen? That's just wrong. Think about it this way. Have you ever put a teapot on top of the stove and you let the water boil out? You know how the top of the teapot, it's got that little hole so that right when it gets to the boiling point, it whistles and you let off a little steam? If you plug up that hole, bad things happen. So, if I'm not allowed to whistle every once in a while, watch the fuck out. That's how people get hurt. You sit there and you say, oh, you have anger management issues. That doesn't mean you have anger management issues. That means you need to bottle up, which is a bad thing. Because if you bottle it up, one day you're just going to be standing there. You're going to look at somebody and say, hey, how's it going? They go, fucker! That's how people get hurt. This is why you can't have kids. No, it's not that bad. We're not allowed to discipline anymore. It's out of control. You're not allowed to think. What happened to actually hitting children? Seriously, if you haven't, just go home and just say I know and smack them in the back of the head. That's all. And I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just we can't. We're so overprotective now. Do you realize parents no longer keep score in sports because they don't want the loser's feelings to get hurt? That needs to be a requirement. How was we teach these little bastards? Hey, you suck at this. Maybe you should try math. They took dodgeball out of school. Huge mistake. We need dodgeball. How else do you teach the fat kid, you know? The reason you keep going out first is because you're an easy target. Alright, fuck that. I was the fat kid. I'm gonna finish this joke. I used to be about 95 pounds heavier than I am right now, and I decided one day I don't like to sweat when I make a sandwich, so I lost the weight. We used to have a game when I was a kid where the sole purpose was just beat the shit out of each other. I'm not even going to tell you the name, I'll give you a description. If you know it, you shout it out. 20 kids, one ball. One person would grab the ball. I can hear you already starting with... Just say it, fucker. Spare the queer. You see how hesitant he was? Like, spare the queer. Why was I always the queer? What the fuck? It was, though. It was the greatest game ever. Snooze and clear. It was 20 kids, one ball. One person would grab the ball, run like hell. The other 19 would track him down, beat the shit out of him. Someone would take the ball, and then the game would go on. How fucking awesome was that? Nowadays, not only can you not play the game, you can't even talk about it. If you want to even talk about the game, you have to call it something like detain the one who chooses an alternative lifestyle. And that's no fun. I'm going to leave you with this. I've been doing comedy for a while. Actually, I've known Jason, who was just up here. I've known him for about 8 years now. We started out together. But one of the things I really love about doing comedy is the people you get to meet after the show. You will meet all types. I'm sure somebody's going to be bad. Come say something about the eating kids thing later. But anyway, I did a show a little while ago, and this guy came up to me afterwards. He's like, hey, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming out. I was like, hey, thanks a lot. Nice to meet you. My name's Dave. He said, nice to meet you, Dave. My name's Richard. You can call me Dick. Really? You sure? How did we ever get to that? How did we ever go from Richard to Dick? Certain names make sense. Michael and Mike, David to Dave. I don't see the Richard to Dick. How many hundreds of years ago was someone just sitting there going, Richard's a nice name. I really feel like a dick. You think that'll ever happen again in the future? You think you'll ever be talking to somebody and somebody will say, hi, my name's Rachel, you can call me cunt. I like this side over here. For this side, if any of you are offended by the fact that I just used the C word, you guys can relax, because that part of the joke takes place in the future, and they're totally cool with it. All right, you guys, you've been a lot of fun. Have a great night.
Dave DeLuca, keep it going for him.